Good morning, everyone. Everybody is requested to please rise for the start of the regular session.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our 8th regular session. This 8th regular session is now called to order. May I request Honorable Humamil to lead the prayer, to be followed by the singing of the national anthem and recitation of the Councilor's Creed.
Let's bow down our heads and put ourselves in the holy presence of God. Our loving and gracious God, you are indeed the giver of all good gifts, and we thank you today for all your blessings and protection. Thank you for every seat that has been filled here today, and for each mind and hearts that feels the presence of this room. As we begin today's 8th regular session, we come to you to seek your wisdom, guidance, courage, and strength in dealing with the matters at hand, and asking that you would clearly show us how to conduct our work with a spirit of joy and enthusiasm. Give us the desire to find ways to excel in our work. Be with us in our deliberations and help us to be wise in the decisions we make for the good of all those who have placed their trust and confidence in our leadership. Give us insight to lead with integrity, that our decisions may reflect what is right and good. Keep us from short-sightedness and pettiness. Help us to make decisions that are for the good of all, and guard us from blind self-interest. Dear Lord, grant us the humility to always seek your will in all that we do and say. All glory be to you, loving God, now and always, through Christ and the Holy Spirit, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiin. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, may dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwalhati't pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
I am a Philippine councilor, mandated by law to enact measures and ordinances that redound to the general welfare of my constituents in their pursuit for happiness, peace, and prosperity. I believe in public service above self as a guiding principle of my official acts, and as I tread the pathways of local legislation, may the Almighty guide my mind and heart, that I shall be true to my constituents and to the Filipino people.
Once again, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our 8th regular session dated February 22, 2021. At this point in time, I request our Secretary, Madam Leila, to please call the roll.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, for the reading of attendance for the 8th regular session dated February 22, 2021. Honorable John Ray Gavina, City Vice Mayor, Presiding Officer.
Present.
Present. Honorable Jano Paulo Hintiles. Present. Honorable Gregorio Duhali III, MPA, MDMG.
Present.
Present. Honorable Attorney Devona Humamil. Present. Honorable Imiterio Blase. Present. Honorable Flupone Royal Catalan. Present. Honorable Attorney Wendell Enad. Still not around. Honorable Emmanuel Pamisaran. Present. Honorable Dizon Namuwag, MBA. Still not around. Honorable Renante Bangoy. Present. Honorable Wahid Ranain. Present. Honorable Conrad Theodore Matutino. Still not around. Honorable Dato Rodrigo Ambasan. Present. Honorable Danica Laika Carisma. Present. There are 11 who responded to the call, Honorable Chair.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. This 8th regular session is now in order and in quorum. At this point in time, I request our floor leader, Honorable Duhali, to facilitate our proceedings. Go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer, members of this August Chamber, our Secretariat, and of course, our guests from the media, Kuya Olivero Otor. And beforehand, Honorable Presiding Officer, kindly do acknowledge the distinguished gentleman from Barangay New Visayas, Honorable Dizon Namuag.
Can the Chair acknowledge the presence of Honorable Namuwag?
All right. Honorable Presiding Officer, at this juncture, let me pass a resolution dispensing the reading of the journal and minutes of the 7th regular session of the 8th City Council dated February 15, 2021. I so move, Mr. President.
To sue by Honorable Duhali, duly seconded by Honorable Blase. Any comments, amendments, objections? Hearing none, the motion dispensing the reading of the journal and minutes of the 7th regular session of the 8th City Council dated February 15, 2021 is hereby duly carried and approved.
In relation, Honorable Presiding Officer, let me pass a resolution up for the approval of the journal and minutes of the 7th regular session of the 8th City Council dated February 15, 2021. I so move, Mr. President.
Again, to sue by Honorable Duhali, duly seconded by Honorable Ambasan and Honorable Ranain. Any comments, amendments, objections? Hearing none, the motion approving the journal and minutes of the 7th regular session of the 8th City Council dated February 15, 2021 is hereby duly carried and approved.
We are now on the privilege hour, Honorable Presiding Officer. Nobody manifested to avail, and of course also for the question hour, no one is also interested. For the reading and the referral of the proposed measures at this juncture, kindly do acknowledge the Secretary to the Sangguniang.
Okay, Madam Leila is now recognized for the Chair. Go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer and Honorable Chair. For the petitions, requests, and other communications, C.1, Sangguniang Kabataan Resolution Number 004, Series of 2020 of Barangay Waterfall, approving the 2021 annual budget of Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Waterfall, Panabo City, amounting to 265,144 pesos and 60 cents.
Item C.1 to be referred to the Committee on Finance and Appropriations.
C.2 is Sangguniang Kabataan Resolution Number 015 Series of 2020 of Barangay Tibungol, approving the 2021 annual budget of Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Tibungol, Panabo City, amounting to 299,610 and 60 cents.
Item C.2 to be referred to the Committee on Finance and Appropriations.
C.3 is letter from Honorable Jose Eri Lampagos, City Mayor, dated February 11, 2021, endorsing the draft of the proposed Panabo City Sanitary Landfill Waste Disposal Ordinance for appropriate legislative action of the Sangguniang Panlungsod.
Item C.3 to be referred to the Committee on Natural Resources and Environmental Protection.
Honorable Presiding Officer, at this juncture, kindly do acknowledge the presence of our the distinguished gentleman from Barangay San Francisco, Honorable Conrad Theodore Matutino.
Can the Chair acknowledge the presence of Honorable Matutino?
C.4 is letter from Honorable Jose Eri Lampagos, City Mayor, dated February 16, 2021, requesting authority to sign the terms and conditions with the Department of Education, Regional Office of Region 11 and Grido Elementary School for the use of DepEd School by the local government unit as a temporary quarantine or isolation facility of last resort for the City of Panabo. This is certified urgent.
Item C.4 to be referred to the Committee on Health and Sanitation.
All right, Honorable Presiding Officer, done with the committee referral and other legislative measure. We are now on the committee reports. First, let me pass a resolution dispensing the reading of these 8 committee reports. I so move, Mr. President.
To sue by Honorable Duhali, duly seconded by Honorable Henteles and Honorable Blase. Any comments, amendments, objections? Hearing none, the motion dispensing the reading of the 8 committee reports is hereby duly carried and approved.
All right, Honorable Presiding Officer, for the committee report on Committee on Natural Resources. At this juncture, Honorable Presiding Officer, in lieu with the Vice Chair of this committee, who, led by Honorable Attorney Enad, on behalf of him, kindly to acknowledge Honorable Rodrigo Ambasan, the Assistant Vice Chair of this committee.
Okay, Honorable Ambasan is now recognized by the chair.
Thank you, Sir President and the Majority Floor Leader. So, ganito. I pass a resolution adopting committee report number 1, Sangguniang Kabataan, resolution number 00 series 2020. Oh, sorry. I pass a resolution adopting committee report 01 series 2021, Committee on Natural Resources and Environment resolution regarding petition letter from Delio B. Gumya et al., Unified Residents of the Community of Porok, Kuan-E, Barangay New Malitbug, Panabo City, seeking for appropriate action of the Sangguniang Panglungsod members through Honorable Attorney Wendell Inad, Chairperson Committee Natural Resources and Environment Protection on the ordinance of Jasper Scrap Metal Business Operation by the guidelines set in Republic Act 9003 or the Ecological Solid Waste and Management Act. I so move, Mr. President.
It was moved by the prodigy of Honorable Anand, Honorable Ambasan, duly seconded by Honorable Blase, Honorable Namuwag, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Crisma, Honorable Duhali, Honorable Ranain, and Honorable Pamisaran.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open. Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. Open the period of amendments.
Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendments.
Period of amendments now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Any objections from the floor? Hearing none, the motion adopting Committee Report Number 1, Series 2021, Committee on Natural Resources and Environmental Protection, regarding petition letter from Role Zondelio V. Gumya, Unified Residents of the Community of Purok 1A, Barangay New Malitbog, Panabo City, seeking for appropriate action of the Sangguniang Panglungsod members through Attorney Wendell M. Enad, Chairperson, Committee Natural Resources and Environmental Protection, on the conformance of Jasper Scrap Metal Business Operation to the guidelines set in RA 9003 or the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act is hereby duly carried and approved.
All right, Honorable Presiding Officer. Second, the committee report, in the absence of the lead, the committee chair, the legendary Honorable Attorney Wendell Inad, kindly do acknowledge his Vice Chairperson, Honorable Maui Pamisaran.
Okay, Honorable Pamisaran is now recognized by the chair.
Thank you, Mr. President, and of course to our Majority Floor Leader. Good morning to all the members of this honorable chamber. Mr. President, this on behalf of the committee chaired by no less than Honorable Wendell Inad, this humble representation would like to pass a resolution adopting Committee Report Number 01, Series of 2021, Committee on Health and Sanitation. This is with regards to the Local Health Board Resolution Number 08, Series of 2019, proposing the crafting of an mandatory ordinance for the renaming of the Emergency Clinic and Safe Birthing Facility to City Health Office Outpatient and Safe Birthing Facility. I so move, Mr. President.
Pursued by Honorable Pamisaran, duly seconded by Honorable Matutino.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate or interpellation is now open.
Nobody seems interested. Debate and interpellation is now closed. Open the period of amendments.
Period of debate or interpellation is now closed. We're now on the period of amendments.
Period of amendment is now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Any objections from the floor? Hearing none, the motion adopting Committee Report Number 1, Series 2021, Committee on Health and Sanitation, regarding Local Health Board Resolution Number 8, Series of 2019, proposing the crafting of an mandatory ordinance for the renaming of the emergency clinic of the Safe Birthing Facility to City Health Office Outpatient and Safe Birthing Facility is hereby duly carried and approved.
All right, done with the committee report of Committee on Health and Sanitation. At this juncture, Honorable Presiding Officer, for his omnibus committee report, kindly do acknowledge the distinguished gentleman from Barangay New Visayas, Honorable Wahid Danay.
Okay, Honorable Ranain is now recognized by the Chair.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Floor Leader. And good morning to the members of the 8th City Council and to our Secretariat and to our visitors. Mr. President, I would like to pass an omnibus resolution adopting Committee Report Number 17, Committee on Finance and Appropriation, regarding Appropriation Ordinance Number 2, Series of 2020, embodying the calendar year 2020, Supplemental Budget Number 1 of Barangay Santo Niño, Panabo City, amounting to 145,950 pesos, and Committee Report Number 18, Series of 2021, still Committee on Finance, regarding Appropriation Ordinance Number 3, Series of 2020, embodying the calendar year 2020, Supplemental Budget Number 1 of Barangay Dalisay, amounting to 86,400 pesos. I so move, Mr. President.
To sue by Honorable Ranain, duly seconded by Honorable Amisara, Honorable Matutino, and Honorable Blase, and Honorable Bangoy.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate or interpellation is now open.
Nobody seems interested. Debate and interpellation is now closed. Open the period of amendments.
Period of debate or interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendment.
Period of amendments now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Any objections from the floor? Hearing none, the motion adopting Committee Report Number 17, Series 2021, Committee on Finance and Appropriations, regarding Appropriation Ordinance Number 2, Series of 2020, and Appropriation Ordinance Number 18, Series of 2021 is hereby duly carried and approved.
All right, once again, Honorable Presiding Officer, for his Committee Report Number 19, Series of 2021, same committee, Committee on Finance and Appropriation. Once again, can we do acknowledge Honorable Wahid Ranain?
Okay, Honorable Ranain is now recognized by the Chair.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I move to pass a resolution adopting Committee Report Number 19, Series of 2021 of the Committee on Finance and Appropriation regarding Appropriation Ordinance Number 4, Series of 2020, embodying the calendar year 2020, Supplemental Budget Number 4 of Barangay Consolacion, Panabo City, amounting to 73,000 pesos. I so move, Mr. President.
To sue by Honorable Ranain, duly seconded by Honorable Misaran and Honorable Ambasan.
Honorable Presiding Officer, at this juncture, before the debate and interpellation, can you do acknowledge the legendary Bohemian, Honorable Poloy Enad?
Okay, the Chair acknowledges the presence of Honorable Enad.
All right, debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate or interpellation is now open.
Nobody seems interested. Debate and interpellation is now closed and open the period of amendments.
Period of debate or interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendments.
Period of amendment is now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Any objections from the floor? Hearing none, the motion adopting Committee Report Number 19, Series 2021, Committee on Finance and Appropriations, regarding Appropriation Ordinance Number 4, Series of 2020, embodying the calendar year 2020, Supplemental Budget Number 4 of Barangay Consolacion, Panabo City, amounting to 73,000 pesos only, is hereby duly carried and approved.
At this juncture, Honorable Presiding Officer, kindly do once again acknowledge the distinguished gentleman from Barangay New Visayas, Honorable Wahid Ranain.
Okay, Honorable Ranain is now recognized by the Chair.
Thank you so much, Mr. President and Mr. Floor Leader. I move to pass a resolution adopting Committee Report Number 4, Series of 2021, Committee on Housing, Zoning, and Urban Development, regarding request of the city mayor for authority to enter into and sign the deed of usufruct between the city government of Panabo and the Land Transportation Office, Regional Office 11, concerning the use and management of a portion of lot owned by the city. I so move, Mr. President.
To sue by Honorable Nanain, duly seconded by Honorable Humami, Honorable Amisara, Honorable Henteles, and Honorable Blase.
Period of debate and deliberation is now open.
Period of debate or interpellation is now open.
Nobody seems interested. Debate and
Honorable
deliberation.
Banggoy.
All right. I'm sorry. I look past to Honorable Banggoy. Honorable Banggoy is raising his hand. Honorable Presiding Officer, kindly do acknowledge.
Honorable Banggoy is now. Go ahead, Honorable Banggoy.
Layo kayo. Good morning to all. Mr. President, may I ask the proponent, are there any duration of number of years on the deed of usufruct being used by the Land Transportation Office?
Okay, thank you, Honorable Banggoy. Go ahead, Honorable Nanain.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. As per draft of the deed of usufruct between the City of Panabo and the LTO Region Office 11, the tenure of the usufruct will be 25 years, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Nanain. Go ahead, Honorable Banggoy.
What would be the exact years that the Land Transportation Office will be using the area?
Okay, go ahead, Honorable Nanain.
Thank you. Counting from this year up to, or 25 years from now, Mr. President, the deed of usufruct will expire on the year 2046. 25 years, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Nanain. Ano more, Honorable Banggoy?
No more, Mr. President. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Banggoy.
I think the Honorable Interpolator had been satisfied by the answer made by the Honorable Proponent, Honorable Presiding Officer. Now, therefore, debate and interpellation is now closed up in the period of amendments.
Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendments.
Period of amendments is now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Any objections from the floor? Hearing none, the motion adopting Committee Report Number 4, Series 2021, Committee on Housing, Zoning, and Urban Development, regarding request of the City Mayor for authority to enter into and sign the deed of usufruct between the City of Panabo and the Land Transportation Office, Regional Office 11, concerning the use and management of a portion of lot owned by the city is hereby duly carried and approved.
At this juncture, Honorable Presiding Officer, kindly do acknowledge the young, smart, and good-looking Honorable Gregorio Duali.
Okay, go ahead, Honorable Duhali.
I'm just kidding, Honorable Presiding Officer. Sorry. Now, therefore, let me pass a resolution adopting Committee Report Number 4, Series of 2021, Committee on Public Works and Infrastructure, Public Works, Parks and Plaza, regarding the proposed City Ordinance Series of 2021 institutionalizing the project monitoring team for the government infrastructure project implemented in the City of Panabo. I assume, Mr. President.
To sue by Honorable Duhali, duly seconded by Honorable Matutino, Honorable Lamuwag, Honorable Anain, and Honorable Pamisaran.
Debate and deliberation is now open.
Ay, sorry, Honorable Henteles, sorry. Period of debate and deliberation is now open.
Nobody seems interested. Debate and deliberation is now closed. Open the period of amendments.
Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendments.
Period of amendments now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Any objections from the floor? Hearing none, the motion adopting Committee Report Number 4, Series 2021, Committee on Public Works, Infrastructures, and Parks and Plaza, regarding proposed City Ordinance Number 4, Series 2021, institutionalizing the project monitoring team for government infrastructures projects and implemented in the City of Panabo, is hereby duly carried and approved.
It is a joint committees on tourism, trade, industry, investment, and socio-cultural and laws, justice, and human rights fact-finding investigation. Honorable Presiding Officer, on behalf of the co-chair, Honorable Divona Humamel, at this juncture, kindly do acknowledge the lead committee chairperson, Honorable Dison Namuwag.
Okay, Honorable Namuwag is now recognized by the chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. In behalf of my co-chair, Honorable Attorney Divona Humamil, I would like to pass a resolution adopting Committee Report Number 12, Series of 2021, Joint Committees in Tourism, Trade and Industry, Investment and Socio-Cultural and Laws, Justice and Human Rights, Fact-Finding and Investigation, relating to the request of the City Mayor for authority to enter into and sign the Memorandum Agreement with Welcon Depot Incorporated regarding the city's promotion of its advocacy concerning anti-COVID-19 campaign, anti-smoking, anti-illegal drugs, and other health campaigns. I so move, Mr. President.
To sub by Honorable Namuwag, duly seconded by Honorable Henteles and Honorable Matutino.
Debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Nobody seems interested. Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. Open the period of amendments.
Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendments.
Period of amendments now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Those any objections from the floor? Hearing none, the motion adopting Committee Report Number 12, Series 2021, Joint Committees on Tourism, Trade and Industry, Investment and Socio-Cultural, and Laws, Justice and Human Rights, Fact-Finding and Investigation regarding the request of the City Mayor for authority to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Agreement with Wilcon Depot regarding the city's promotion of its advocacy concerning the anti-COVID-19 campaign, anti-smoking, anti-illegal drugs, and other health campaigns is hereby duly carried and approved.
All right, Honorable Presiding Officer, done with the committee reports. We are now on the adoption of agenda. We have 7 items for the new business, and we indicate for unassigned business and 2 for the third and final reading. Now, therefore, let me pass a resolution adopting this calendared business for today. I so move, Mr. President.
To sub by Honorable Duhali, duly seconded by Honorable Umamil, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Blase. Any comments, amendments, objections? Hearing none, the motion adopting the agenda of the 8th regular session of the 8th City Council is hereby duly carried and approved.
A while ago, Honorable Presiding Officer, the Honorable Ambasan delivered the committee reports regarding this item. And now, with the presence of the lead committee chair, at this juncture, kindly do acknowledge the legendary Bohemian attorney, Wendell in hand.
Okay, Honorable Enad is now recognized by the chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Please allow this legendary representation to pass proposed resolution number 37, series 2021, referring the result of the investigation of Jasper Scrap Metal to the local chief executive, Honorable Jose E. Relampagos, for immediate and appropriate action. I so move, Mr. President.
To sub by Honorable Enad, duly seconded by Honorable Duhali, Honorable Anain, Honorable Catalan, Honorable Carisma, Honorable Matutino, and Honorable Ambasan.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Honorable Presiding Officer, the Honorable, the beautiful Honorable Devona Humamel manifested that there are some clarificatory questions. Could you please recognize her representation?
Okay, Honorable Humamil is now recognized by the chair.
Again, thank you so much, Mr. Presiding Officer and to our Majority Floor Leader. Good morning to my colleagues and to my proponent. To the proponent, I'm sorry. Upon perusal of the committee reports and including the resolution coming from the proponent, may I know the exact violations committed by Jasper Scrap Metal?
Okay, thank you, Honorable Humamil. Go ahead, Honorable Enad.
That's a very good question, Mr. President. As admitted by the Senro, represented by Mr. Sinahon, various violations have been committed by Jasper Scrap Metal, particularly the environmental requirement Mr. President, considering that the nature of business is scrap metal. So there's a need for Jasper to secure the ECC, Mr. President. At the same time, Mr. President, the classification of the area where the Jasper metal is located, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Anad. Good, Honorable Humamil.
Thank you for that. So there is a violation considering that the Jasper scrap metal has no ECC and a violation in the zoning. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
Did I catch that right?
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Honorable Anad.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Honorable Humamil.
Thank you. One last question. Is there an intervention in the court with this kind of violations, or do we only need the local chief executive to execute his power over this?
Now,
Thank you, Honorable Humamil. Go ahead, Honorable Anad.
Mr. President, this problem presented before this August body, which we are obliged to conduct an investigation, this is purely a executive in nature, Mr. President. There's a need if Jasper scrap metal committed blatant violation, environmental violation laws, well, it's up to the executive department, Mr. President, to make abatement, Mr. President, considering that this involves nuisance, Mr. President, involving several residents there, and that's why we conducted thorough investigation, and we came up with the result that Jasper Metal committed several environmental violations. That's why we are now endorsing to the executive department that there is a need for them to immediately act on it, Mr. President, in coordination with the concerned national government agency, which is the DNR, and we have also the CENRO.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Anad. Go ahead, Honorable Humamil.
Thank you for that. One last question,
Okay,
Mr.
go
Chair.
ahead.
Were the parties informed that they can file a case for violations on our environmental laws? And as far as the knowledge of our proponent, may you share to this August body if are private parties allowed to file a case
Yes, Mr.
against them?
Thank you. Okay, go ahead, Honorable Anad.
Yes, Mr. President. That's a good question from my prodigy, my colleague. Under the national government law, the Ecological Waste Management Act, there's a remedy for those who are adversely affected by the violation, environmental violation. They may go to court and file appropriate case there, Mr. President. And during the conduct of the hearing, although we informed them of the right under the said law, but we focus on the investigation and the proper action of the LGU, which is within the province of the executive department.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Anad. Any more, Honorable Humamil?
Thank you so much, Mr. Presiding Officer. I am more than clarified. Thank you so much, Honorable Anad.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Humamil. Thank you, Honorable Anad.
All right, Honorable Presiding Officer, at this juncture, can we do acknowledge Honorable Bangoy?
I, Honorable Bangoy, is recognized by the Chair.
Thank you, Mr. President. May I ask the proponent? Thank you. May I ask if there were are these in these measures, Mr. President, are there any permits being issued coming from the licensing in operating the Jasper's scrap metal in Barangay Malitbog?
Okay, thank you, Honorable Bangoy. Go ahead, Honorable Anad.
Mr. President, as far as I can remember, at the outset of the investigation, it was found that Jasper failed to renew its business permit. When as the investigation had gone on, the respondent, Jasper Scrap Metal, was able to comply with the renewal of the business permit.
Okay, thank you, Governor Banggoy.
So, one of the requirements in such issuing a business permit, especially on the nature of the business, Mr. President, was the Senro permit. So, may I ask if Mr. Sinahon had already issued a permit since it was stated by our proponent that all the requirements was being complied.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Banggoy. Governor Anad?
Mr. President, I must be candid, Mr. President. I'm not privy on the matter whether or not Jasper Scrap Metal was issued with a permit by the Centro. However, Mr. President, allow this legendary representation to inform this august body that it must be assumed that requirements have been complied with as the investigations had gone on, because business permit was indeed issued in favor of Jasper Scrap Metal
Okay, thank you, Honorable Anad.
during
Okay,
the
any more?
pendency of the investigation, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you. Any more, Honorable Banggoy?
Thank you, Mr. President. The important thing is the resolution being imposed by our proponent is to refer back this to our executive. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Banggoy.
Mr. President,
Okay, go ahead.
in fact, I am now contemplating to amend the title, Majority Floor Leader, instead of referring, endorsing the investigation result of Jasper Scrap Metal to the LCE. For anyways, it's the same content and substance. Maybe the proper word is endorsing the investigation result.
All right, Honorable Presiding Officer, at this juncture, the young, smart, and good-looking is manifested to have some inquiry. Honorable Plafon Royal Catalan.
Okay, go ahead, Honorable Catalan.
The original.
Thank you, Mr. Majority Floor Leader. Thank you, Mr. President. May buntag sa tanan. To the proponent, Mr. President, I would just like to ask if there's any ordinance in our city regulating the operation of scrap metal.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Catalan. Go ahead, Honorable Anad.
Mr. President, when we had the investigation, there was no presentation of existing ordinance of the LGU with respect to this matter. However, we emphasize the importance of the Solid Waste Management Act, the Republic Act, the national law, which is being violated by the respondent Jasper Scrap Metal. Well, anyways, Mr. President, granting that there is an existing ordinance, it is deemed considered not repealed, but the proper word is superseded by the national law, which is a higher law of the land.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Anad. Go ahead, Honorable Catalan.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to ask the proponent, Mr. President, in light of this present scenario, this scenario involving the Jasper Scrap Metal, granting that there is no ordinance regulating such business, is the proponent convinced that it is right and timely that the City Council will draft an ordinance proposing regulations in the conduct of business, particularly scrap metal?
Okay, go ahead, Honorable Anad.
Yes, Mr. President, that's a very good question from our good gentleman from Barangay San Pedro. Now, assuming again there is existing it's high time for us to come up to craft an ordinance regulating this kind of business. Although we have the Republic Act, the Solid Waste Management Act, but there's a need to come up with a specific ordinance regulating this nature of business, Mr. President, because the Solid Waste Management Act is a very broad law, and the ordinance may specifically apply some particular matter on that, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you. Any more, Honorable Catalan?
No more questions, Mr. President. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Catalan.
All right,
Honorable Anat?
all right, Honorable Presiding Officer, everything has been said very well said by the Honorable Proponent at this juncture. Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. Open the period of amendments.
Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendments.
Period of amendments now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Those who are in favor of the said proposed resolution number 37, Series 2021, can you please raise your hand? Madam Secretary, can you please count?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Voting yes for the measure, we have Honorable Duhali, Honorable Blase, Honorable Ambasan, Honorable Namuag, Honorable Hindiles, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Carisma, Honorable Catalan, Honorable Bangoy, Honorable Attorney Humamil, Honorable Pamisaran, Honorable Ranain, and may we know the vote of the proponent? And the proponent, Honorable Attorney Enad. All members present voted yes for the measure.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. The proposed resolution number 37, Series 2021, referring the result of the investigation of Jasper Scrap Metal to the local Chief Executive, Jose Iralampagos, for immediate and appropriate action is hereby duly carried and approved.
Honorable Presiding Officer, at this juncture, the legendary Honorable Inad manifested a while ago that he wants to be excused by this in plenary.
Mr. President,
Yeah, go
may I be excused because I need to go to the CR and I'm not feeling well. My stomach is not feeling well. So,
Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right. Honorable. Yeah, okay na.
Okay, guys, Honorable Duhali.
Okay. Honorable Presiding Officer, at this juncture, can he do acknowledge for his omnibus resolution? At this juncture, the distinguished gentleman from Barangay Visayas, Honorable Wahid Narain.
Okay, go ahead, Honorable Ranain.
Thank you again, Mr. President and Mr. Floor Leader. I move to pass an omnibus resolution declaring appropriation ordinance number 2, series of 2020, embodying the calendar year 2020, supplemental budget number 1 of Barangay Santo Niño, Panabo City, amounting to 145,950 pesos, and appropriation ordinance number 3, series of 2020, embodying the calendar year 2020, supplemental budget number 1 of Barangay Dalisay, amounting to 86,400 pesos, operative in its entirety. I so move, Mr. President.
To sub Honorable Nain, duly seconded by Honorable Duhali, Honorable Amisara, Honorable Carisma, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Hinteles, and Honorable Namuag.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Once again, nobody seems interested. Debate and interpellation is now closed. Open the period of amendments.
Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendment.
Period of amendments is now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Those who are in favor of the said proposed solution number 38 and 39, all series 2021, can you please raise your hand? Madam Secretary, can you please count?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Voting for the measure, we have Honorable Duhali, Honorable Blase, Honorable Ambasan, Honorable Namuag, Honorable Hintiles, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Carisma, Honorable Attorney Humamil, Honorable Ranain, Honorable Catalan, Honorable Bangoy, Honorable Pamisaran. All remaining members of the august body, Honorable Chair, voted yes for the measure.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. The proposed solution number 38 and 39, all series 2021, is hereby duly carried and approved.
All right, Honorable Presiding Officer, at this juncture, once again, kindly do acknowledge Honorable Wahid Ranain.
Okay, again, Honorable Ranain is now recognized by the Chair.
Thank you so much. I move to pass a resolution declaring Appropriation Ordinance Number 4, Series of 2020, embodying the calendar year 2020 Supplemental Budget Number 4 of Barangay Consolacion, Panabo City, amounting to 73,000 pesos, only operative in its entirety. I so move, Mr. President.
To sue by Honorable Ranain, duly seconded by Honorable Amisara, Honorable Carisma, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Hendeles, and Honorable Lamuag.
Debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Nobody once again seems interested. Debate and interpellation is now closed. Open the period of amendments.
Period of debate or interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendments.
Period of amendments is now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Those who are in favor of the said proposed resolution number 40, series 2021, can you please raise your hand? Madam Secretary, can you please count?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Voting yes for the measure, we have Honorable Duhali, Honorable Blase, Honorable Ambasan, Honorable Hintiles, Honorable Namuag, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Carisma, Honorable Attorney Humamil, Honorable Ranain, Honorable Catalan, Honorable Bangoy, Honorable Pamisaran, all members, remaining members of the August body, Honorable Chair, voted yes for the measure.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. The proposed resolution number 40, series 2021, declaring Appropriation Ordinance number 4, series of 2020, embodying the calendar year 2020, supplemental budget number 4 of Barangay Consolacion, Manabo City, amounting to 73,000 only, is here operative in its entirety, is hereby duly carried and approved.
For the end time, Honorable Presiding Officer, at this juncture, once again, kindly do acknowledge Honorable Wahid Ranain.
Okay, again, Honorable Ranain is now recognized by the Chair.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I move to pass a resolution authorizing Honorable Jose A. Relampagos, City Mayor, to enter into and sign the deed of usufruct between the City Government of Panabo and the Land Transportation Office, Regional Office 11, concerning the use and management of a portion of a lot owned by the city. I so move, Mr. President.
So by Honorable Ranain, duly seconded by Honorable Pamisaran, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Henteles, and Honorable Blase.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Nobody seems interested. Debate and interpellation is now closed. Open the period of amendments.
Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendments.
Period of amendments is now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Those who are in favor of the said proposed resolution number 41, series 2021, can you please raise your hand? Madam Secretary, can you please count?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Voting yes for the granting of authority, we have Honorable Duhali, Honorable Blase, Honorable Ambasan, Honorable Namuag, Honorable Hintiles, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Carisma, Honorable Attorney Humamil, Honorable Catalan, Honorable Bangoy, Honorable Pamisaran, Honorable Ranain. All remaining members voted yes for the measure, Honorable Chair.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. The proposed resolution number 41, series 2021, authorizing Jose E. Relampagos, City Mayor, to enter into and sign the deed of usufruct between the City of Panabo and the Land Transportation Office, Regional Office 11, concerning the use of management of a portion of lot owned by the city, is hereby duly carried and approved.
At this juncture, Honorable Presiding Officer, for the proposed resolution number 42, series of 2021, kindly do acknowledge yours thoroughly.
Okay, good. Honorable Duhali.
All right, Honorable Presiding Officer, let me pass a resolution endorsing the proposed ordinance number 4, series of 2021, entitled Institutionalizing the Project Monitoring and Evaluation Team for Government Infrastructure Project implemented in the City of Panabo to the City Legal Office for further scrutiny, evaluation, and comments. I so move, Mr. President.
So, Honorable Duhali, duly seconded by Honorable Matutino, Honorable Henteles, Honorable Bangoy, and Honorable Pamisaran.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Nobody seems interested. Debate and interpellation is now closed. Open the period of amendments.
Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendments.
Period of amendments now now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Those who are in favor of the said proposed resolution number 42, series 2021, can you please raise your hand? Madam Secretary, can you please count?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Voting yes for the measure, we have Honorable Blase, Honorable Namuwag, Honorable Ambasan, Honorable Hintiles, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Carisma. May we know the votes of the others? Honorable Catalan, Honorable Attorney Humamil, Honorable Bangoy, Honorable Pamisaran, Honorable Wahid Ranain, and the proponent, Honorable Duhali. All remaining members voted yes for the measure, Honorable Chair.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. The proposed resolution number 42, series 2021, endorsing the proposed ordinance number 4, series 2021, entitled Institutionalizing the Project Monitoring and Evaluation Team for Government Infrastructures Projects implemented in the City of Panabu to the City Legal Office for further scrutiny, evaluation, and comments is hereby duly carried and approved.
All right, Honorable Presiding Officer, for the last of this proposed resolution at this juncture, on behalf of the co-chairperson, Honorable Attorney Divona Humamil, kindly do acknowledge the distinguished gentleman from Barangay New Visayas, Honorable Dizon Namuwag.
Okay, Honorable Namuwag is now recognized by the Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. President. In behalf of my co-chair, Honorable Attorney Divona H. Humamil, I would like to pass a resolution number 43, series of 2021, authorizing the City Mayor, Honorable Jose R. Lampagos, to enter into and sign the memorandum of agreement with Welcon Depot Incorporated regarding the city's promotion of its advocacy concerning anti-COVID-19 campaign, anti-smoking, anti-illegal drugs, and other health campaigns. I so move, Mr. President.
To sue by Honorable Namuwag, duly seconded by Honorable Matutino, Honorable Hintiles, and Honorable Ambasan.
Debate and interpellation is now open.
Period of debate and interpellation is now open.
Nobody seems interested, therefore debate and interpellation is now closed. Open the period of amendments.
Period of debate and interpellation is now closed. We're now in the period of amendment.
Period of amendments now closed.
Period of amendments now closed. Those who are in favor of the said proposed resolution number 43, series 2021, can you please raise your hand? Madam Secretary, can you please count?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Voting yes to grant the authority, we have Honorable Duhali, Honorable Blase, Honorable Ambasan, Honorable Hintiles, Honorable Attorney Humamil, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Carisma, Honorable Catalan, Honorable Pamisaran, Honorable Bangoy, Honorable Ranain, Honorable Namuwag, and the proponent. All members present, remaining members present, Honorable Chair, voted yes for the measure.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. The proposed resolution number 43, series 2021, authorizing the City Mayor, Honorable Jose E. Lampagos, to enter into and sign the memorandum of agreement with Wilcon Depot regarding the city's promotion of its advocacy concerning anti-COVID-19 campaign, anti-smoking, anti-illegal drugs, and other health campaigns is hereby duly carried and approved.
All right, Honorable Presiding Officer, we're through with the calendared business. We have nothing for the unassigned business, and we are now on the third and final reading. We have two items. First to deliver his for his third and final reading on behalf of his co-chairperson, Honorable Wahid Ranain. At this juncture, kindly do acknowledge the young, smart, and good-looking Honorable Plopon Royal Catalan.
Okay, good, Honorable Catalan.
Same as you, Mr. Majority Floor Leader. Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, in behalf of the members of the Joint Committee on Social Services, headed by yours truly, and the Committee on Finance, headed by Honorable Wahid Ranain, this representation would like to pass for third and final reading the proposed ordinance number 87, series 2020, amending Article 26, Sections 204, 205, 206, A, and 207, Article 43, Sections 311 and 314, and Article 46, Section 328, Paragraph 3 of City Ordinance number 2-13, otherwise known as the Administrative Code of Ordinances of 2012. I so move, Mr. President.
Mr. Honorable Catalan, duly seconded by Honorable Misaran, Honorable Anain, Honorable Bangoy, Honorable Carisma, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Hintiles, and Honorable Namuwag. Since this is for third and final reading, those who are in favor of the said proposed ordinance number 87, series 2020, amending Article 26, Section 204, 205, 206-A, and 207, and Article 43, Section 311 and 314, and Article 46, Section 328, 3 of City Ordinance number 2-13, otherwise known as the Administrative Code of Ordinances of 2012. Can you please raise your hand? Madam Secretary, can you please count?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Voting for that measure, we have Honorable Duhali, Honorable Blase, Honorable Ambasan, Honorable Namuwag, Honorable Hintiles, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Karisma, Honorable Bangoy, Honorable Pamisaran, Honorable Attorney Humamil, Honorable Ranain, and the proponent, Honorable Catalan. All remaining members present voted for the measure, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. The proposed ordinance number 87, series 2020, amending Article 26, Section 204, 205, 206-A, and 207, Article 43, Section 311 and 314, and Article 46, Section 328, 3 of City Ordinance number 2-13, otherwise known as the Administrative Code of Ordinances of 2012, is hereby duly carried and approved for third and final reading.
All right, Honorable Presiding Officer, at this juncture, the proponent would like to say some remarks.
Okay, go ahead, Honorable Catalan.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to grab this opportunity to thank you, Mr. President, for your guidance in crafting, in amending this, the administrative code, in preparing this ordinance. Of course, also to the members of the of the 8th City Council, the joint members, the members of the joint committee, rather, headed by yours truly, and the Committee on Finance, headed by Honorable Ranain, with members Honorable Pamisaran, Honorable Inad, Honorable Hintiles, Honorable Bangoy, Honorable Humamil, Honorable Karisma, for exerting time, exerting effort, and sharing their time, their wisdom in preparing this proposed ordinance. Of course, to the offices which were involved, such as the CSWDO, the CDR-RMO, the City Budget Office, the City Legal Office, and of course, the SP Secretariat. Daghan kayong salamat in behalf of the committee, and thank you sa tanang suporta. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Catalan, and congratulations.
All right, congratulations, Honorable Catalan. Honorable Presiding Officer, at this juncture, the second to deliver for the third and final reading on behalf of the Honorable Plopon Royal Catalan, at this juncture, kindly do acknowledge the vivacious attorney, Honorable Divona H. Humamil.
Okay, Honorable Humamil is now recognized by the Chair.
Thank you, Mr. President, and to our Majority Floor Leader. I would like to pass a proposed ordinance for third and final reading, enacting the Panabo City Children's Code. I shall move, Mr. President.
To sub by Honorable Humamil, duly seconded by Honorable Misaran, Honorable Ranain, Honorable Catalan, Honorable Crisma, Honorable Duhali, Honorable Matutino, and Honorable Hinteles. Since this is for third and final reading, those who are in favor of the said proposed ordinance number 13, series 2018, enacting the Panabo City Children's Code, Madam Secretary, can you please count?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Voting for the code, we have Honorable Duhali, Honorable Blase, Honorable Ambasan, Honorable Namuwag, Honorable Hintiles, Honorable Matutino, Honorable Karisma, Honorable Catalan, Honorable Bangoy, Honorable Pamisaran, Honorable Ranain, and the proponent, Honorable Attorney Humamil. All remaining members present, Honorable Chair, voted for the measure.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. The proposed ordinance number 13, Series 2018, enacting the Panabo City Children's Code, is hereby duly carried and approved for third and final reading.
All right,
Congratulations.
Honorable Presiding Officer, the honorable proponent would like to deliver some remarks regarding for the approval of her ordinance.
Okay, go ahead, Honorable Humamil.
Thank you again for the indulgence, Mr. Presiding Officer, and to our Majority Floor Leader. First of all, I would like to congratulate my co-proponent, the one who initiated the Panabo City Children's Code, together with the Office of the City Social Welfare and Development, Honorable Flopone Royal Catalan. Congratulations to ASCONS for successfully enacting the Panabo City Children's Code, and of course to the members of the committee on the Committees on Laws, Justice, Human Rights, Fact-Finding and Investigation, and the Committee on Social Services, although I am not a member of that. And of course to our Vice Mayor John Ray Biboy Gavina, and to the Office of the CSWDO, our members and staff who painstakingly delivered all notices to all different agencies and barangays in Panabo City, and to everyone who supported this cause. Thank you so much, and God bless us all.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Mamil. Congratulations again.
All right. Honorable Presiding Officer, done with the third and final reading. We are now on the announcement portion. Anybody from the members of this esteemed chamber? Anybody who wants to avail the announcement? From the finance announcement?
Okay, good, Honorable 9.
Hello, guys. How are you? Anyway, Mr. President, I would like to request the presence of the committee members of the Committee on Finance and Appropriation. This afternoon, we'll be having a series of committee hearings. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you,
All right.
Honorable 9.
The Honorable Jano Paulo Gentiles is
Okay,
raising
good,
his
Honorable
hand.
Hinteles.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Floor Leader. Good morning to each and everyone. I would like to invite everyone this Wednesday, February 24 at around 1 p.m. We will have a public hearing regarding the itong mga heavy schedule of rental rates for the heavy equipments. So please, if you have vacant time, you can go. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Hinteles.
May I, Honorable Presiding Officer?
Okay, go ahead.
Actually, Honorable Presiding Officer, the Committee on Public Works, Parks and Plaza, we're going to have our committee meeting this afternoon, 1 p.m., just a matter of caucus or just a committee meeting. But instead, kindly stay for a while because dili lang ta mag-istorya kay pagkuha na ako, no? Secretariat, kindly take note kay one of my endorsement is just for for public hearing. We're going to schedule the public hearing, right? If you indulge in this humble representation. At this juncture, the Secretary to the Sangguniang, you don't have any announcement, ma'am. So, Honorable Presiding Officer, it's your time.
No announcements from the chair. Thank you.
There is none. According to the expensive words of Honorable Flopone Royal Catalan, at exactly 48 minutes past the hour of 10, I move to pass a resolution adjourning this honorable session. I so
To
move.
sue by Honorable Duhali, duly seconded by Honorable Matutino, Honorable Blase. Any comments, amendments, objections? Hearing none, session adjourned exactly 10:48 a.m.